The music industry is no stranger to scandals, but the recent allegations surrounding Sean "Diddy" Combs and his mother, Janice Combs, have sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Once seen as a hip-hop mogul and a symbol of success, Diddy is now embroiled in lawsuits that accuse him of corruption, financial misconduct, and even criminal activity. What's more shocking is the claim that his mother played a key role in maintaining the alleged empire of deceit. The controversy surrounding Sean "Diddy" Combs and his business dealings has escalated dramatically in recent years, culminating in a high-profile lawsuit that threatens to expose long-standing allegations of corruption, intimidation, and financial misconduct. At the heart of this legal battle is Kirk Burroughs, a former co-founder of Bad Boy Entertainment, who claims he was coerced into surrendering his 25% stake in the label back in 1996 under alarming circumstances. According to Burroughs, the forced relinquishment of his stake was not merely a business decision gone wrong, but a calculated act of aggression orchestrated by Diddy and his powerful legal team. The lawsuit alleges that after a heated confrontation, Burroughs felt he had no choice but to sign away his rights, fearing severe repercussions if he resisted. In a shocking turn, these forfeited shares ultimately found their way into the possession of Janice Combs, Diddy's mother, raising serious questions about whether this was part of a broader strategy to consolidate power within the Combs family. For decades, Janice Combs has been publicly perceived as a doting mother and a behind-the-scenes supporter of her son's success. However, the lawsuit paints a vastly different picture, one in which she is not just a passive beneficiary but an active participant in an alleged scheme designed to fortify Diddy's empire through unscrupulous means. The legal filing suggests that she knowingly accepted and retained these shares, fully aware that they had been obtained under dubious circumstances. If these claims are substantiated, it could redefine her role in Bad Boy Entertainment and tarnish the legacy of one of hip-hop's most influential moguls. The allegations against Diddy extend far beyond financial impropriety. Recent reports have unearthed disturbing claims about his personal conduct, painting a picture of a man who allegedly leveraged illicit surveillance tactics and intimidation to maintain his grip on power. Chief among these accusations is the claim that hidden cameras were installed in his Atlanta residence, used to record individuals without their consent. These covert recordings, according to sources close to the case, were not merely for personal use, but were allegedly weaponized to control or blackmail those who crossed paths with the music mogul. If true, such acts could constitute serious violations of privacy laws and raise ethical concerns about the lengths to which Diddy was willing to go to secure his interests. Some legal experts speculate that these recordings may have been used as leverage against artists, executives, and business associates, creating a culture of fear and silence that enabled his continued dominance in the industry. Furthermore, allegations of witness tampering have added another layer of complexity to the case. Reports suggest that while incarcerated, Diddy may have attempted to reach out to key individuals who could potentially testify against him. These communications allegedly took place through three-way calls and phone cards, a tactic commonly used to circumvent monitoring systems in correctional facilities. If these allegations hold weight, they could lead to additional charges, including obstruction of justice, which carries severe legal consequences. The possibility of financial fraud has also been raised, with investigators now scrutinizing past business transactions linked to Bad Boy Entertainment. Suspicious accounting practices, questionable deals, and sudden shifts in ownership of key assets have all come under review. Some insiders believe that Diddy's financial empire may have been built on a foundation of manipulation and coercion, with former associates too afraid or unwilling to challenge his authority until now. As these allegations continue to unfold, the impact on Diddy's career and legacy is becoming increasingly evident. Once revered as a trailblazer who transformed hip-hop into a global phenomenon, he now faces the very real possibility of losing everything he has built. Record labels, business partners, and longtime allies are distancing themselves, wary of the legal and reputational risks associated with his brand. Public reaction has been mixed, with some defending Diddy as a visionary entrepreneur who played the game to win, while others express outrage at the alleged abuses of power. The hip-hop community itself remains divided, with some artists choosing to remain silent while others demand accountability. The allegations have also sparked conversations about power dynamics in the entertainment industry, shedding light on the mechanisms that allow influential figures to operate with near impunity for decades. As legal proceedings progress, all eyes will be on the evidence presented in court. If Burroughs' claims are substantiated, the consequences for Diddy and those implicated in the alleged scheme could be severe. Potential penalties range from financial restitution to criminal charges, depending on the findings of the investigation. The possibility of additional lawsuits from other former associates cannot be ruled out, as more individuals may come forward with their own stories of coercion and financial exploitation. For now, Diddy remains a polarizing figure, one whose influence and legacy are being tested like never before. Whether he emerges unscathed or faces legal and financial ruin, the revelations from this case will undoubtedly leave a lasting imprint on the music industry. What was once perceived as a story of hip-hop triumph is now unraveling into a cautionary tale of power, corruption, and the potential downfall of one of its biggest icons. Legal analysts and commentators are increasingly speculating about the possibility that this situation could escalate into a racketeer-influenced and corrupt organization's RICO case. Originally designed to combat organized crime, the RICO Act has since been used to prosecute a wide range of criminal enterprises, including corporate and entertainment industry corruption. If federal investigators uncover substantial evidence, the ramifications could be immense, reshaping both the legal landscape of the music industry and public perception of one of its most prominent figures. At the heart of this legal drama is Bad Boy Entertainment, the influential record label founded by Sean "Diddy" Combs. Once considered a launchpad for some of hip-hop's biggest stars, the label is now facing scrutiny not just as a business entity but as a potential criminal enterprise. The lawsuit suggests that the Combs family may have been running Bad Boy Entertainment as more than just a record label. It could have been a complex, tightly controlled network designed to consolidate power, intimidate rivals, and suppress those who posed a threat to its stability. If these allegations hold weight, it could mean that multiple people within the organization were complicit in activities that go beyond simple business disputes and enter the realm of criminal enterprise. The RICO Act allows prosecutors to charge individuals for crimes committed as part of a larger criminal organization. If investigators can establish a pattern of illegal behavior, ranging from financial fraud and money laundering to witness intimidation and even coercion, Diddy and other key figures could face serious consequences. Historically, RICO cases have been challenging to prove because they require clear evidence of an ongoing criminal conspiracy. However, if prosecutors can demonstrate that Bad Boy Entertainment functioned as a corrupt organization designed to protect its own interests at the expense of others, they could build a compelling case. For years, whispers of controversy have surrounded Bad Boy Entertainment. The label, once heralded as a beacon of hip-hop and R&B success, has long been the subject of speculation regarding its business practices. Now, with recent developments, former collaborators are finding the courage to speak out, shedding light on their experiences within the company. One of the most vocal critics has been rapper Mace, who has publicly voiced grievances against Diddy, alleging that he was manipulated into signing unfavorable contracts that deprived him of his rightful earnings. According to Mays, Diddy exercised immense control over his career, making decisions that prioritized the label's financial gain over the well-being and success of its artists. He is not alone in these claims. Other former artists, producers, and industry insiders have begun to share similar stories, detailing contracts that locked them into disadvantageous agreements, withheld royalties, and ensured that Bad Boy Entertainment remained the primary beneficiary of their work. Many in the industry have speculated that these practices were not merely standard record label dealings, but rather part of a broader pattern of coercion and exploitation. Some artists have described an environment where speaking out against the label was met with retaliation, either through legal threats, blackballing in the industry, or other forms of pressure. These accounts paint a picture of a company that maintained its dominance not only through talent acquisition, but also through systematic control and suppression of dissent. The potential RICO implications come into play when considering whether these alleged tactics were part of an organized strategy to maintain power. If it can be proven that there was a deliberate and structured effort to exploit artists and suppress legal challenges and intimidate individuals who tried to push back, it could support a case that Bad Boy Entertainment operated as a criminal enterprise under the definitions outlined in the RICO Act. With Diddy currently denied bail and facing serious allegations, the future of Bad Boy Entertainment hangs in the balance. While the label has historically been synonymous with hip-hop excellence, its reputation is now under a serious threat. The possibility of a RICO case looms large, and if federal investigations uncover financial irregularities, fraudulent dealings, or patterns of intimidation, the entire operation could crumble. Historically, RICO cases have had the power to dismantle organizations once thought to be untouchable. From crime syndicates to corrupt corporate structures, the act has been used to bring down powerful entities operating under a veil of legitimacy. If Diddy and other key figures are implicated in a RICO case, they could face not only financial ruin but also lengthy prison sentences. Such a development would not only mark the downfall of a music mogul but would also send shockwaves throughout the entire industry. The unfolding legal battles raise crucial questions. Is this the beginning of the end for Diddy's empire, or will he find a way to navigate these allegations as he has in the past? Will Bad Boy Entertainment survive the scrutiny, or will it become another cautionary tale of power, greed, and downfall? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the music industry will never be the same after this scandal. The case has already ignited conversations about industry ethics, artist exploitation, and the unchecked power of record label executives. Depending on how events unfold, it could lead to greater regulatory scrutiny of the music business, encouraging artists to demand more transparency and protection in their contracts. As the legal system examines the case, the public is left to reflect on the legacy of Bad Boy Entertainment. For many, the label represents an era of groundbreaking music and cultural influence. However, if these allegations prove true, it could also come to symbolize something far more sinister: a cautionary tale of how success and power, when left unchecked, can lead to corruption and abuse. The future of Bad Boy Entertainment and Diddy himself remains uncertain, but one thing is undeniable: the story is far from over,